Hi, this is Wells with WhoCameBy. WhoCameBy is a new software that enables small to medium-sized businesses to understand who comes to their location. So whether you be a small to medium-sized business or church or maybe a university or just a curious individual who wants to understand what goes on in their area, WhoCameBy's platform can help you discover insights right around you. So let's kind of see how it works. So let's say I'm looking at a specific place in mind, somewhere in the continental United States. And let's say I'm looking for Olive Garden somewhere in the Midwest. Let's say north of Chicago, and let's say Schaumburg, Illinois. So here's a location right here. And depending on what tier you are in our platform, you can just throw in an address and let WhoCameBy do all the work. But if you're at one of our higher tiers, you actually have the ability to come in here and geofence it yourself. So here's one of the platforms at the higher tier. There's the same Olive Garden as you see here, but in this platform, I can actually go in and geofence it myself. And this becomes useful, especially if you're looking at multiple locations. So you can see I can create that geofence and get a count of how many people visited that location. Let's see, 4,100 people, so that's a decent size. So what we saw from November 3rd to January 1st, there's roughly 7,200 distinct devices, 12,000 events or visits in this use case, only one location. But I can look at multiple locations, hundreds of thousands of locations of Olive Garden if you were so interested, especially if you were a competitor to Olive Garden. Let's say you're in Main Street America somewhere and you also have an Italian restaurant. There's an Olive Garden in town. You can use WhoCameBy to look at how many people go to that Olive Garden and convert them into your local pasta place, which I'm sure would be much more delicious. So that's a use case for an Italian restaurant, but it could be for a yoga studio, it could be for a gym, a coffee shop. Let's go down and break down this report. 5 p.m. is the busiest time on a Saturday to see people at an Olive Garden. We can also see the type of zip codes who actually visit this location. So all these zip codes are from within the area. We'll dig into more of that in a second. We can see the breakdown of demographics. We can see typically the highest demographics is that 50 to 54 age bracket of people going there, also pretty strong, roughly 50 to 69. That's a strong, but you can see that a lot of 18-year-olds aren't going to Olive Garden on a Saturday night. No surprise there. Let's scroll down a little bit more. The demographic breakdown is about 50-50. A lot of the consumers visiting this location have children, and you can also see the income breakdown. Let's look at where consumers come from who went to that Schaumburg Olive Garden. And you can see really all these distinct devices went to that Olive Garden. And with our platform, we will enable you to remarket to them, mail something to them, advertise to them, to get them to come back to your location. There's really no other platform like this at this moment in time, where a consumer can walk into your restaurant, have dinner, and a week later you can have something mailed to them, or have an advertisement to social media to them, so maybe Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is. We understand these audiences because the consumer has consented, they're in our network, and we enable small to medium-sized businesses to retarget and redirect messaging. Whatever it is, WhoCameBy will enable you to understand who visits that specific location. Thanks for checking this out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to hello@WhoCameBy.